Okay, looking at our header for our email marketing, there's a couple other things you can adjust in here and alter to make it your own. One thing we'll talk about in class is brand colors and having a color scheme or a color harmony for your brand. So the gradient that I have in the background, which one is red and the other behind this one is black. This is simply a rectangle. If I click on that, it's a rectangle. And to edit the gradient, I'll go into the right-hand bar here and click on gradient. And you will see this is a linear gradient set from red to white. And there's one step in here that's a tint of the red to pull the red over a little bit. One thing unique about the white here is the white is set to 0% opacity. And that makes this transparent and allows the photograph to show through, giving it kind of a cool look. So if I want to change the color of my red, I simply double click here and I can change this to any color in the palette here, or I can set this to an RGB or a CMYK. So if I have a specific brand color I want to use, I can type in that CMYK build right here. So for our purposes, I'll use this dark green from our existing color palette. You see it automatically changes that to dark green. I have to click on this too and make sure that that step is that same dark green. Notice that it pulls the tint of the green in here as well, just like it did in the red. So if I select the bottom gradient, it's the same process. This one is set to black, but let's say I want this one to be a lighter green. I'll set this one to lighter green and this one to lighter green and close that, and those are changed. The other thing you may want to do is put your own logo up here, and you can design that logo whatever you want it to be for the service or the customer that you're making your email marketing for. I made one over here in Illustrator, and this is a placed Photoshop file, and I just kind of reassigned colors to my type and reset it. So I don't want the white background here. So I'm going to grab all of these elements without the background and Command C to copy, come over here to my header and Command V. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to reduce this down to fit into my header. I'm simply holding on the corner and holding my Shift key to make sure everything reduces proportionally. I'm going to Command G to group everything together, move these up, and then I'm going to get rid of these three elements, and I'll bring my logo back down. That's a little bit better. I can continue to adjust this if I want to bring these down just a little bit so I have a little more room for my logo. I can certainly do that. That's a little bit better. Another thing you can do is if you see that this is kind of intruding, you could make this white as well. So that's just another couple of things you can do with your email marketing header to make it your own. Put your own logo in there, change the colors to be brand colors, and of course you can always change the typeface in here too, just by selecting the typeface and going up here under character and going through and seeing which one you might like better. Okay, thank you.